Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to my 2017-18 Stanley Cup Finals replay in Strat-O-Matic hockey. We are live here at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. for Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Washington Capitals. This series is tied at a game apiece, so tonight's Game 3 is going to prove critical in this series, as one of these teams will take a 2-1 series lead. The question is, will the Golden Knights run back their magic in Game 1 from when we were in Basic, or will the Capitals finally awake for them to take our second visit to Basic? As you might imagine, as you might be able to imagine here, we are live. We are going back to Basic, just based on what I was saying for Game 3. We were in advance last night for Game 2. We'll be in advance again tomorrow night when we get to Game 4. So we'll have all of our festivities, like the national anthem, all of that fun stuff. And then it'll be time for the opening face-off. We are at an even face-off, so let's drop the puck. A 7. We'll be going to the home left wing. That will be over to Ovechkin, and we are underway here at T-Mobile Arena. That's an opponent defense 12. Smith takes away the puck. Smith with it. He'll lose the puck and a possible breakaway already. That's the left defense if the breakaway penetration rating is 2 or more. It is not, so Orpik will lose that one to Miller. Miller with it will have an outside shot for any player. He'll give that one to Carlson. Carlson is a 1-13. He's going to try to penetrate. He will penetrate. Carlson will have an inside shot. That's a 7. That'll be a save over to the defensive left wing. Back over to Ovechkin. Ovechkin, looking at the penalty rating for Smith, he's a D. Smith will take the puck away, and he'll have an outside shot only. That's a 7. That'll be a save and right back to Ovechkin. Ovechkin with it, passing Jay. That'll be an inside shot for the center, over to Kuznetsov, who gets into the slot, and he'll have an inside shot. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6 are bad numbers if you're fans of Vegas. That's a 6, and score! The Washington Capitals get on the board early in the first period, as Evgeny Kuznetsov puts that through the 5-hole on Fleury, and the Capitals take a 1-0 lead. Arena cheers. Yay! Once I finish getting this entered in my spreadsheet, we'll see about assists. Coming from the split deck, any player, if they're an 8, nobody is an 8. Center scored. Right defenseman Carlson will pick up an assist. So that'll be Kuznetsov from Carlson and Ovechkin. We get that entered right. And that is in the first period, as the Capitals waste no time getting on the board early here in the first period. Let me finish entering the stats, the assists. There we go. And now we can tab away from that, as the teams will meet back up at center ice for the face-off. 5 will go to the home lefty. That'll be over to Orpik. Brooks Orpik with the puck. Outside shot for the center, Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov will try to penetrate for an inside shot. That's a 5. He'll get in, and that'll be an inside shot for Kuznetsov. That's a 7. Save and over to the defensive center, over to Carlson. Carlson with the puck. Opponent defense 12. Kuznetsov will take that away. Kuznetsov with it, with the passing L. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. He'll give that inside shot to Carlson. He'll actually take that himself. That's an 8. Save and a rebound. Offensive left wing. If offense rating 2 or more, it is for Ovechkin. So Ovechkin will have a rebound shot. That's a 9. That's a goal on a 1-15, and score! Alex Ovechkin makes it just like that, 2-0 in favor of the Capitals. Arena cheers. Yay! Capitals are wasting no time jumping on Marc-Andre Fleury. And the other assist on that play. Anybody with the 7, that'll be Kuznetsov who picks that assist up. And Kuznetsov puts that through as Fleury loses track of that one in the slot. Ovechkin gets a stick on it and puts it in, and it is now 2-0 in favor of the Capitals. Next face-off as the teams get together. 3 will be over to Ovechkin. We're hearing that name a lot. The more we hear that name, the more I like Washington's chances. He'll lose the puck, outside shot for the left wing. That'll be Marchessault with an outside shot. He's going to try to penetrate. He's a 1-13. That's a 16. He'll lose the puck over to Wilson. Wilson with it now for the Capitals. Opponent defense 14. Marchessault will take away the puck, but we'll have a forwards line change. So bear with me while I get these forwards all changed out. After last night's fun in games 2, I'm also going to have somewhat paranoid eyes on the stream tonight. Hoping not to have a repeat of last night for obvious reasons. I think Vegas would like to have their night go a little bit different as well here. They got behind the 8 ball early and never could pull it back in. They actually got shut out by this same score. So Perron will hopefully help the Knights wake up here. That'll be opposing defense rating. Oshie will take the puck away. He'll have an outside shot. That's an 11 on an outside shot, and that's going to be a save and a face-off. So Fleury will smother that one. Fleury looking a little bit shaky in net tonight. Hopefully the Golden Knights hopefully for their sake, the Golden Knights can wake up. Face-off is going to be a 20, and that'll be over to the visiting right wing. So that'll be over to Neal. Neal with the puck. And he'll lose the puck, outside shot for Vrana, the left wing. Vrana he'll take the outside shot. That's a 4, save, and back over to Neal. Neal with it. Inside shot for any player. He's going to give that over to, he'll take it himself, actually. Neal's going to take the inside shot. That's a 9, save, and back over to Vrana. Vrana with it. He'll lose the puck, outside shot for Schmidt. Schmidt is going to take the outside shot. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Holtby. 5, 6, and 10 are your bad numbers if you're a Capitals fan. That's a 10. Goal on a 1-19 and score. Nate Schmidt. Nate Schmidt continuing a wild first period as Vegas now cuts that to within 2-1. Arena groans. Ugh. We'll get assists here in a second, as Vegas has now already managed to cut this lead in half. Any player 8, nobody's an 8. Right defenseman Miller is a 3. He'll get an assist, as will James Neal. Actually, 1 assist only. So that'll be Schmidt from Miller. And already having a wild first period. Teams will meet back at center ice, and we'll have another face-off coming out of that. That'll be a 17, and that's over to the visiting left defenseman. That's back over to Schmidt. Schmidt with it, passing Jay. will be an inside shot for the left wing. Over to Perron on an inside shot. That's a 9. That's going to be a save over to the defensive right wing, over to Oshie, but we'll have a defensive line change first. A wild first period already. 3 goals scored, which is more than we had in all of Game 2. Oop. All right. Now that we've got that that's sorted out, Oshie now with the puck. Oshie with looking at an outside shot for any player. He will give that over to. He'll give that over to Vrana, who will take the outside shot. That's a 6. That'll be a save, and over to Engeland with it now. Engeland. Orlov will take the puck away, but he'll have an outside shot only. Orlov lets one fly from the point. 4, and he'll actually lose that one to Theodore. Theodore will get in front of that one, and Vegas now with the puck. Losing the puck, outside shot for Niskanen, and Niskanen will take the outside shot. That's a 4. He'll lose that over the defensive right wing. Neal with it now for the Knights. Neal will lose the puck. Outside shot for Oshie. Oshie is going to take the outside shot. He'll let one fly from near the bench. 7 is going to be a save, and over to Engeland. Engeland with it. Outside shot for the right wing. So over to Neal. Neal is going to try to penetrate for an inside shot. That's an 11. He will get inside, so he'll take the inside shot. That's a 6. That'll be a save, and over to Niskanen. We'll have a forwards line change coming out of that. And then we'll be in the tail end of the first period of this game. Niskanen coming out with the puck now. He'll give that over to Smith Pelly for an outside shot. Smith Pelly will just take the outside shot. That's a 10. That'll be a save, and over to Howla. Howla with the puck, skating with it. Opponent defense 14. Eller. That'll be an outside shot for Howla. He will try to penetrate. That's a 2. Howla will get inside. He'll have a shot in the slot. 5 is going to be a save, and over to the defensive left defenseman, over to Orlov with it. Orlov will lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Left wing, if the breakaway penetration rating's 3 or more, that's Took, and it is. Took is on a breakaway. He's getting loose. He's coming in on Holtby. 8 is going to be a save and a rebound. Offensive center, if offense rating is 3 or more. It is for Howla. Howla with a rebound as the Knights come in behind him. That's a 6, and that's going to be a save and a face-off. Stadium size. Phew! What a scare there for the Capitals fans. Knights were looking like they were going to tie the game, but Holtby holds steady and keeps it at 2-1. So we'll get our face-off 19. That'll be a big win to the left of Holtby, as that'll go to the visitors' left defenseman. That'll go over to Theodore. Theodore with it. Opponent defense 12. Niskanen will take the puck away. Niskanen passing K. That'll be an inside shot for Eller. Eller with the inside shot. That's a 3 on an inside shot. That's a goal on a 1-11. And score! Lars Eller will restore the 2-goal lead for the Capitals. Arena cheers. Yay! That will be from, I think Niskanen had a pass there. And on the assist, that'll be from Connolly as well. Let's see. There's an assist. Goal from Eller, and Niskanen with the assist. And it is now 3-1 in favor of the Capitals as we're having a wild first period here in Game 3. Let's see what happens on our face-off. That's a 9 on the face-off, and that'll be going over to the home left wing. So that'll be over to Connolly. Connolly with it as we're in the tail stages of the period. Opponent defense 13, Tatar. Connolly will have an outside shot. He will not try to penetrate. Connolly will take the outside shot. That's a 7. That'll be a save and over to Tatar. Tatar with it. Passing L. He'll lose the puck over to Eller. Eller with it now. Possible breakaway. Left defenseman or the right defenseman if breakaway penetration rating is 4. If not, he'll lose it. So Engelland will pick that up. Engelland with a possible breakaway. Left defenseman. Theodore's got it. Theodore with a breakaway. Holtby's got to come up with a big save, and that's a 7. That'll be a save and over to Niskanen. Niskanen with an outside shot for Eller. Eller with an outside shot. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. Once again, 5 and 6 are bad numbers if you're a Knights fan. That's a 2, and that'll be that's a rebound. Right defenseman or left defenseman if defense, any player with a defense rating 3 or more. That'll be Engelland who will take that. Bang! There's the horn to end the first period. What a first period if you're a Capitals fan. Washington leads this by a score of 3-1 after 1. So we'll let the fans get entertained on the first intermission while I get everything reset for the second period of this game. I think the Capitals are going into the locker room thinking to themselves, more of that, please. Knights, I think, would like to forget that first period. This is a very critical Game 3, though, as both teams are looking to take control of the series as things continue to heat up here. Catching up on my phone and taking a quick drink. Okay. Wow, not even 20 minutes in and we're already done with the first period. We'll get everything reshuffled here. There goes one of my split cards. Which I'm not going to sleeve the only reason I've got the basic action card sleeved right now is because I happen to have a bunch of the yellow American sleeves laying around, so I was able to get those sleeved. Whereas for the advanced action cards and the split cards, I'm going to have to cut these down a little bit so I can get them into tarot sleeves. I don't want to do that, though, until I'm sure I'm doing more with Strat than just like a one-off. Which is part of what this series replay is to help me determine. And so far, I like what I'm seeing with Strat Hockey. But in terms of doing like a season replay, I also want to do some ticker testing just to see if that's something I think I'm going to pursue. I definitely see myself getting more seasons for Strat Hockey, because this is probably the hockey play-by-play sim that I like the best of the bunch. As I've mentioned, I've tried APA and I've tried Inside the Crease as well. But this is the one that I think flows the best for me, at least. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this, whether you're watching live on stream or you catch it later on in the replay after the fact. But no, I'm actually having a lot. I'm actually having a lot of fun with Strat Hockey. Like I said, this is the one I think flows the best for me. I'm just getting the action deck all set to go before we jump into the second period of this game. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 forwards. 5 defense. Forwards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Just in time for the fans to start returning to their seats from the first intermission. So let's drop the puck and we'll get our second period underway. That's a 2, and the faceoff, is going to the home right wing, so that'll be over to Wilson. Wilson will lose the puck, an outside shot for the right defenseman. That's over to Miller, who will take the outside shot from the point. That's a 10. That's going to be a save, and over to Ovechkin. Ovechkin with it, lose the puck, outside shot for Smith. Smith will try to penetrate. That's a 5. He'll get inside and have an inside shot in the slot. That's a 2. That's a goal on a 1-17 for Smith, and score! Riley Smith brings the Golden Knights to back within 1. Arena groans. Ugh. And Vegas gets the scoring started here in the second period as they cut the lead down to 1. And I'm actually going to go ahead and merge some of these cells in my Excel spreadsheet that I'm using for stat keeping, because it's kind of bothering me a little bit. All right, so those are all first period goals, except this one for Smith is a second period goal. And it is now 3-2 in favor of Washington. Assists, any player 6. Marchessault will get an assist. And Marchessault and Schmidt. I can't say Marchessault twice running the same way. And who is the other assist going to? Oh, right. Marchessault and Nate Schmidt. I still can't say it right. So Smith picks up the goal. Marchessault and who did we say? Schmidt. And it is now 3-2 in favor of Vegas. Or not, in favor of Washington, not Vegas. Teams will come back together at center ice for the face-off. A 9 will be going to the home left wing, so that'll be over to Ovechkin, and we are underway once again. Outside shot for any player. I think Ovechkin's going to take that one himself. That's a 7 on an outside shot. Save, and over to Smith. Smith with it now. Outside shot for the left wing. That'll be over to Marchessault. He will try to penetrate. He will get inside. He'll have an inside shot from the slot. That's a 9. That'll be a save, and over to Wilson. Wilson with it. Opponent defensive rating or penalty rating is a C. Marchessault will take it away. He'll have an outside shot only. That's an 11. That'll be a save, and over to Carlson. Carlson with it, passing Jay. That'll be an inside shot for Ovechkin. Uh-oh. Those are some dangerous words if you're a Knights fan. Inside shot for Ovechkin will be a 6. That'll be a save, and over to the defensive right D. Over to Miller with it. who will lose the puck. Outside shot for Orpik. Orpik will not try to penetrate. He'll take the outside shot. He'll let one fly from the point. That's a 6. And he'll lose that over to the defensive right wing, over to Smith. Smith with it, passing Jay. Inside shot for Marchessault. Marchessault takes a shot from the slot. That's a 6. That's a goalie rating on Holtby. 5, 6, or 10 are your bad numbers if you're a Caps fan. That's a 4. And Holtby will smother that one for a face-off. Arena cheers. Yay! Our next face-off is an 11, and that'll be home any player. Capitals will give that to Ovechkin on a huge defensive zone win. Passing K for Ovechkin, inside shot for Wilson. Wilson coming off with an inside shot. That's a 5. That'll be a save over to Marchessault. Marchessault with it, loses the puck. Outside shot for Carlson. Carlson will let one fly from the point. That's a 4. Save and over to Marchessault, but we've got a forwards line change coming out first. Vegas coming out firing early as they're trying to tie this game. Change will finish, and it'll be Perron with the puck. Perron, opponent defense 12. Oshie will take that one away. Oshie, opponent defense 13. Oshie will have an outside shot. He'll take the outside shot. That's a 7. Save and over to Miller. Miller with it. Opponent defense 14. Orpik will take that one away. Orpik will have an outside shot for the left wing. That'll be over to Vrana. Vrana will not try to penetrate. He'll take the outside shot. That's a 5. Save over to any player. The Knights will give that one to... They'll give that to Aiken. Aiken with it, passing L. He'll lose the puck to the right wing, but we'll have a defensive line change coming up. I was about to say if I can ever get my fingernails under these cards. Oshie with the puck. Opponent defense 14. That'll be an outside shot for Oshie. Oshie will let one fly. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6 are your bad numbers if you're a Vegas fan. That's a 7. That'll be a save, and he'll give that over to Theodore. Theodore with it, with a possible breakaway. Left wing, if the breakaway penetration rating is 4, it is not actually. I was looking over at Neil thinking I had a breakaway, but no. Oshie will take that one. Oshie, opponent defense 14. Oshie will have an outside shot. He'll take the outside shot. That'll be a 9. Save and over to Perron. Perron with it, passing L. That's an inside shot for anybody. He'll give that one to Neil with an inside shot. Neil looking at a 3. That's a goal on a 1-12, and this game is tied. Arena groans. Ugh. We are tied at 3 here, probably at about the halfway point of the period. That will be from Shea Theodore. And we'll have one more assist once I get the score sheet updated. Let's see, Neil from Theodore. Oops. I think I got all this moved all in the wrong place. So bear with me while I fix Vegas's score sheet. Okay. So now let's see about our second assist on the play. Any player who's got a 7, no. Right wing scored. Left wing, Perron will get the second assist on the play. As the Golden Knights have managed to tie this game at 3 at, again, about the midway point of the second period. Teams will come back to center ice for the face-off. Let's flip over the right card, Phoenix. 17 will be going to the visitor left wing. So that'll be back over to Perron. Perron with it. He'll be looking at, and Oshie will take the puck away. He'll have an outside shot only. Oshie with an 8, save and a rebound. Defensive right wing, if the defense rating is 3, it is not. Otherwise, Vrana will have a rebound shot. That's a 9 on a rebound. Lose that over to Neal, but we're going to have a forwards line change coming up. All right, that'll be Tatar coming out with the puck. An opponent's defensive rating. That'll be a penalty on Connolly. Bad time to take a penalty, but Connolly will go off for roughing, 2 minutes in the second period. As we'll see our first power play of the game. We'll flip over 2 cards to account for the power play. Vegas now with a golden opportunity to take the lead here on the power play. We'll see what kind of power play they have. That'll be a 12, and the right wing is a defense rating. His defense rating is a 1. So 3 or less. Inside shot for the right wing. Tatar will be up first with an inside shot. That's a 6. That'll be a save. And then a rebound shot for anybody. They'll give the rebound shot to Howla. Holtby lost control of a rebound. What can Howla do with it? That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Holtby. 5, 6, and 10 are bad numbers if you're Caps fans. And that's an 11. That's another rebound, which I believe rebounds in basic would still stop everything. Disregard any rebounds or lost pucks. So yeah, they would. So yeah, they'll smother that, and we'll come back to a face-off. As the Caps get very lucky there. Kind of breaks up the flow a little bit, but that's the price you pay when you go basic. So teams are coming to the right of Holtby for a face-off. 19 will be going to the visiting left D. So that'll be over to Theodore. Theodore with the puck. And Niskanen will take the puck away. He'll have an outside shot only. That's a 7 on an outside shot. He'll lose that over to Howla. Howla will lose the puck. Outside shot for Eller. Eller will not try to penetrate. He'll take the outside shot. That's a 7. Save and over to any player. That'll go over to Theodore. Theodore with an outside shot for the right wing over to Tatar. He will try to penetrate, and he won't get through. Connolly will take the puck away. Connolly passing L. He'll lose the puck to the left wing. He'll lose it over to Tuch. Tuch passing J. Inside shot for the center. Howla with an inside shot and a great opportunity for the Knights to take the lead for the first time tonight. That's an inside shot on a 10. Save and over to the defensive right wing, over to Smith-Pelly. Smith-Pelly will lose the puck. Outside shot for Tuch. Tuch will try to penetrate. He will get inside for an inside shot. That's an 8. Save and a rebound. Rebound is a defense. Any player with a defense rating of 4. Niskanen has a defense rating of 4. And that'll be an outside shot for Eller. He will take the outside shot. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6 are your bad numbers if you're Knights fans. That's a 7. Save over to either defenseman, and bang! That's the end of the second period of this game. And after a wild second period, we are tied at 3 going into the third. Vegas coming back with two unanswered goals to tie this game at 3 as we're getting ready for the third period of this game. Somebody is going to take a 2-1 lead in this series. The next 20 minutes should tell us, and actually 20 minutes might be quite literal as I'm looking at it, but that should tell us which team will be in control tomorrow night as we get ready for Game 4. And Game 4 will feature me going back to Advanced once again. Thank you guys for spending part of your Thursday night over here. Hopefully you're enjoying the action. I know I'm having a blast presenting this to you. Just getting everything ready here for the third period of this game. Let's remember to change the scoreboard as well while we're at it, Phoenix. And everything seems to be running absolutely swimmingly tonight, which I'm very happy with on the stream. One, two, three, four, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 4, 5. Defense. 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the rest of that. Mouse in Your House now joins us here at Capital One Arena. Tied at 3 heading into the third period. Pens fan and was disappointed they let Fleury go. Well, I'm not going to comment on any of that because, truth be told, I don't really have any rooting interests in any sports. I just like watching the games unfold and getting into the narrative as everything plays out. So I just like watching a good story. I know that's kind of a little bit of a cop-out, but that's just how I feel about sports. I especially don't like following a lot of the nonsense that goes in sports. That's why I like playing sports games so much, because it lets me experience the sport without the nonsense. So I think we're all set to drop the puck, and here's the opening face-off for the third period. That will be going over to the home right wing. That'll be over to Wilson to start the third period, and we are off to the races. Passing K is going to be an inside shot for Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov with it. He'll take the inside shot. That's an 11. That'll be a save and over to Schmidt. Schmidt with it now. Lose the puck. Outside shot for the left defenseman. Over to Orpik. He will not try to penetrate. He'll take the outside shot. He's just going to throw that one at the neck. Never played this game. It's intriguing. Glad to hear that. It's actually called Strat-O-Matic Hockey, and I'm playing Basic tonight. There's 3 levels with it. There's Basic, Advanced, and Super Advanced. I don't expect to get above Basic or above Advanced with this one because Super Advanced looks quite intimidating, and I've not had a good relationship with tabletop hockey on the channel. I think this is the one I've found that I enjoy the most. I started off by saying like the least, but I'm starting to enjoy this one. Anyway, where were we? Oh yes, Orpik taking the outside shot. That's a 3. He'll lose that over to Smith. Smith with it, looking at passing J. That'll be an inside shot for Marchessault. Marchessault with a 6. That's a goalie rating on Holtby. 5, 6, and 10 are bad numbers if you're Caps fans. And 4, Holtby is going to smother that one for a face-off. Arena cheers. Yay! Mouse in your house, I'm pretty sure you're new to the channel, so assuming you are, welcome aboard. Just going to take a quick drink of my Crystal Light, and then we'll get our face-off, as we're going to be to the left of Holtby for this one. Much better. Let's get the action back underway with another face-off. That's a 4. That will be over to the home right defenseman. So that's over to Carlson. I was about to give that over to Miller, but Vegas is the away team in this one. That'll be an outside shot for the right wing. Wilson will take it. He's not going to try to penetrate. That's a 5. That'll be a save and over to Smith. Smith taking that up. Opponent defense 12. Ovechkin will take the puck away. Ovechkin with it. Lose the puck. Outside shot for Smith. Smith will try to penetrate. That's an 18. Ovechkin will take that one back. Ovechkin will lose the puck and a possible breakaway. Watch most of the videos. First time you've hit a live stream. Well, once again, welcome aboard for the streaming. Possible breakaway for the left defenseman. If the penetration rating is 3, it's not. Carlson will take that one. Carlson looking at opponent defense 12. Schmidt will take that one away. Schmidt will lose the puck. Outside shot for the right defenseman. Carlson will not try to penetrate. He'll take the outside shot. That's a 10. That'll be a save over to the defensive right wing. Back to Smith. Smith with an outside shot for the right wing. He will try to penetrate. 1 to 13. He will get inside, so he'll have an inside shot from the slot. That's a 6. Save and over to Orpik. We'll have a forwards line change here before we continue the action. You love sports games and solo war games. Well, you'll find plenty to love on this channel if you... Well, you're probably subbed, it sounds like. So, yeah, you found plenty to love on this channel. And this is a month where I'm basically doing almost nothing but content creation. Let's see. Center, left wing, right wing. Okay. Orpik with the puck. And he is looking at an outside shot for Vrana. Vrana will not try to penetrate. He'll take the outside shot. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6 are bad numbers if you're Knights fans. That's an 11. That'll be a save and over to Schmidt with it. Schmidt with the puck. Opponent defense 13. Carlson will take that one away. Carlson will look at opponent defense 13. Schmidt will take that one right back. They're going to play hot potato with the puck for a little bit. Schmidt will lose that, and that'll be an outside shot for Backstrom. Backstrom will try to penetrate. He'll get inside. He'll get a shot from the slot. Let's see what Backstrom can do here. Backstrom with a 6. He'll lose that over to Miller. Miller with it with an outside shot for any player. He will give that to Neal, who's immediately going to try to penetrate. 1 to 13. That's a 19. Vrana will take the puck away, but we'll have a defensive line change coming up before the action continues. Vrana with the puck. Opponent defense 14. That'll be an outside shot for Vrana. Vrana will not try to penetrate. He'll take the outside shot. That'll be a 5. Save and over to any player. They'll give that to England. England with it for Vegas. Opposing defense penalty rating. That's a D. Orlov will take that away. He'll have an outside shot only. If I can ever get my hand... There we go. I was going to say if I can ever get my hands on the dice. Outside shot for Orlov coming. That will be an 11. And that'll be a save over to Aiken. Aiken with it. Passing L. He'll lose the puck over to Oshie. Oshie with it now. Lose the puck. Outside shot for the opponent. Perron with an outside shot. He will take it. That's an 8. That's a save and a rebound. Offensive right wing if the offense rating is 2 or more. Neal's offense is a 4, so that'll be a rebound shot for Neal. Holtby hoping to keep control of this rebound. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Holtby. 5, 6, or 10 are bad numbers if you're Caps fans. That's a 9. Save and over to any forward. He'll give that one to Vrana. Vrana with it. Opponent defense 13. Neal. Vrana will have an outside shot. He will not try to penetrate. That'll be a 9 on an inside shot or an outside shot. He'll lose that to Perron, the left wing. We'll have a forwards line change. You like how the line changes seem to be built into the fact deck. What you do with it actually... Oops. I took the Vegas players. So let's put Vegas back for a second since I'm on the Washington side. So the way the line changes are built into the... It's not necessarily a fast action deck per se because there's still other cards and dice involved. But when you build the deck for between each period, what you do is you count 10 cards out, then you put a forwards change in. Then you count 5, put a defense change in. Count another 5, put the other forward in. Oop, I got something screwed up here, didn't I? And then you count, and you put the rest of the cards on top. Assuming we're going to have to eventually build for overtime, I'll walk you through how the deck gets rebuilt very slowly. Because the way we're going, it sure looks like we're going to have overtime here in Game 3. So that will be Took coming out of the line change for Vegas with the puck. Opponent defense 13 for Smith-Pelly. That'll be an outside shot for Took. He will try to penetrate. 1 to 13. He will get inside for an inside shot. Excuse me. That's a 12 on an inside shot. That's a goal plus, except that'll be a save and a face-off. So Holt, that save plus is actually considered... So the save plus that we were looking at here on the inside shot, let me see if I can bring it in so you can see. That's only considered a goal if the team is on the power play. Since they're not, it's considered a save and a face-off. Well, we got our face-off result is an 8. That'll be going over to the home right defense. So that's over to Niskanen. Niskanen with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Theodore. Theodore will not try to penetrate. He'll take the outside shot. That's a 10. He'll lose that over to Smith-Pelly. Smith-Pelly will lose the puck. Outside shot for the right defenseman. For England, England will take the outside shot. He'll let one fly from the slot, or from the point. That's a 6. He'll lose that over to Orlov. Orlov with it. Lose the puck. Outside shot for the right wing. That's over to Tatar. He will try to penetrate. He'll get an inside shot on that one. Tatar will let one fly from the slot. That's an 8. Save and a rebound. Offensive left defenseman if offense rating 2 or more. Theodore's offense is a 4. He's going to have a rebound. Holtby lost control of 1. 4. That's a goalie rating. 5, 6, and 10 are bad numbers if you're Caps fans. And that's a 5. Score! Shea Theodore gives the Golden Knights the lead here for the first time tonight in Game 4. Arena groans. Ugh. Score is now 4-3 in favor of Vegas. We'll get our assists. Any player with an 8? No. Right defenseman? No. Left wing? Yes. Alex Took. So that'll be from Took and Hala. And Vegas now holding a 4-3 lead. As the teams come back to center ice for the face-off. We only have about 6 cards left in the action deck. So this game is almost over. That's a 4 on the face-off. That'll be going to the home right defenseman. That'll be over to Niskanen. Niskanen with it. Passing K will be an inside shot for Eller. Eller looking to try to tie this game for Washington. That's a 4, and that's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5 and 6 are bad numbers for Knights fans. That's a 6. Score! Just like that, Lars Eller ties the game once again for Washington. That's the first bit of scoring for the Capitals since the first period of this game, actually. Eller's second on the night. We'll get the score tied at 4. Assists, any player for a 6? No. Center scored. Left defenseman, no. Left wing, no. Right wing, no. Right defenseman, so that'll be from Niskanen. And this game is tied at 4, late in the third period. As the teams come back together for the face-off. That's a 1 that should be a home win. Yep, that'll go to the left wing. So that'll be over to Connolly. Connolly with it. Lose the puck. Outside shot for Howla. Howla will try to penetrate 1-13. That's a 20. He'll lose that back to Eller. Eller will look at the opposing defensive player's penalty rating. Howla's penalty rating is a D. He'll take that away, have an outside shot only. That's an 8 on an outside shot. That's a save and a rebound. Defensive center, if the defensive rating is 2, it is. Eller will take that puck back. Inside shot for any player. They will give that inside shot to... Actually, Eller will take it himself on an inside shot. That's Boxcars. He'll lose that over the defensive right wing. So that'll be over to Tatar. 2 cards left. Passing J for Tatar. Inside shot for the left wing. So that's over to Took with an inside shot. That's a 7 on an inside shot. Save to any defensive player. They'll give that to Smith-Pelly. Last card. Lose the puck. Outside shot for the left wing. Took with an outside shot. That's a Snake Eyes. Uh-oh. Goal on a 1-8. If this is a 1-8, Vegas has scored at the last second, and they take the lead 2-1. Let's flip the card over, and no! That'll be a save by Holtby. Bang! And that's the end of the third period. We are tied at 4, and we need extra hockey tonight, folks. First time all series that we will need bonus hockey. So once I get all the lines sorted out here, Mouse, if you'll give me a minute or two, I will show you how the deck gets built and how the line changes get built into the action deck. Next goal wins it here, and next goal takes a 2-1 series lead in this replay. Hopefully you are enjoying the action tonight in this one. I'll give the split deck a quick shuffle. And I'm probably going to end up sleeving the split and action decks. Problem is I've got to cut the sides down a little bit so these will actually fit in tarot sleeves. So that might be a little bit of homework I do, assuming I eventually decide that I am going to pursue hockey replays using Strat Hockey. It does play pretty quick. It's not going to be a full replay. Like, I'm not going to play through every single game. I'd be around until Kingdom Come with that. The way I would probably do a hockey replay, is a similar way to how I do my baseball replays, where I would break the season into blocks. I don't know exactly how long the blocks are going to be on that. Play one feature game per se, like 4 to 7 days, whatever, of hockey, and then fast play the rest. I've actually got Ultra Quick Hockey. Actually, no, it's not Ultra Quick Hockey. That's not the sticker I want to use. It's going to be a game called Final Score Hockey by Downey Games that I'd use as my ticker. It's really weird because Ultra Quick Hockey seems like it should be. I don't know what Ultra Quick Hockey is trying to be, but as far as a ticker, it would be Final Score Hockey that I would most likely want to use, because you can get a couple rolls of dice, and most you need like 4 or 5 rolls to get through a ticker session on that. So as I promised, I'll show you how I build how the line changes get built into the action deck. I've got the action deck right here. I'm just going to give that a quick shuffle first. And then as promised, I will show you how the line changes get built in. And if there's anything else you want to know, feel free to ask away. I may not get to it right away, especially if I'm in the flow of a hot action sequence, but I will try to get to it as soon as I can, and I might not be the biggest expert on this. I know people like ID Jester, Dave Gardner. There are a lot of people who play Strat Hockey out there, so if I don't seem sure of anything, you can probably ask one of them, and odds are they'll know. Actually, I think Dave's more into APA, but he probably has done a lot with Strat before. Give this one more shuffle. And a cut. Okay. So now let's go through building the action deck slowly and building the line changes in. So off to the side here, I'm going to put my forward and defense line changes, because I'll need those. Then coming into the action deck, I'm going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. I'm going to put my forwards line change on top of that stack. Then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put my defense line change on top of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My other forwards line change on top of that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 action cards goes on top of that. And that is how the action deck gets built for a period of hockey, such as what we're about to go into here in overtime. Advanced, I believe, does offer more specific rules for overtime. At least I thought they did. No, actually, they don't. I think there's shootout rules that they offer. At least I thought. Yep, shootouts and penalty shots. Okay. So I'm going to take a quick drink. Ooh. Check in with my phone, just to make sure there's nothing crazy going on here that I need to react to in a hurry. There is not. So, if we are all set and the fans are filing back into their seats here at Capital One Arena, what say we drop the puck on this first overtime period, shall we? Here's the face-off. 16 should be a visitor win. That will be over to the right defense. That'll be over to Miller, and we are underway. Outside shot for any player. That will be Marchessault, who will get an outside shot. He will try to penetrate 1 to 13. He will get inside for an inside shot. Marchessault looking at an inside shot. That's a 6. That's a goalie rating on Holtby. 5, 6, or 10. This game is potentially over. That's a 7, and Holtby will smother that one for a face-off. Already Holtby having to come up to the task for Washington as Vegas gets an early onslaught. We'll get our next face-off here. 18 should be another Vegas win. That'll be over to the right wing. So that'll be over to Smith for that one. Smith with it, looking at passing K. That'll be an inside shot for Carlson. Vegas coming fast and furious here in overtime to start. Inside shot for Carlson. That's a 10 on an inside shot. That's another goalie rating on Holtby. 5, 6, or 10. This game is potentially over. That's a 9. Save, and that'll go over to Ovechkin for the Capitals. Ovechkin will lose the puck. Outside shot for Schmidt. Schmidt will take the outside shot. He'll let that fly from the point. That's a snake eyes. On a 1 to 10, this game is over. Here's our split card, and score! Nate Schmidt puts that one home, and he will give the Vegas Golden Knights, once I get this updated, Schmidt will pick up his second of the night, but that will be enough to give the Vegas Golden Knights a 5-4 win and a 2-1 lead in this series. Arena barfs. Bleh. We will get our assist here. Any player who's an 8, no. Carlson, no. Smith, yes. Marchessault, yes. So that'll be Schmidt from, what did we say? Schmidt from Smith and Marchessault. So, right. That should be 1. And Vegas will take the aforementioned will take a 5-4 victory here in overtime to take a 2-1 lead in this series. And that will do it for this playthrough of Strat-O-Matic hockey. Got a busy day coming up on the channel tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'll be playing Tally-Ho from Historic Wings as we continue that playthrough of the Battle of Britain. Then tomorrow afternoon, after I come back from a trip to Noble Knight Games, since I only live a couple hours away, we are going to be playing Aeon's End from Indie Boards and Cards. Then tomorrow night, we'll be back here at Capital One Arena with Game 4 of this series between the Golden Knights and the Capitals. The Golden Knights lead this series 2-1, and I will be back to playing Advanced tomorrow night. On that note, thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications to get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The Vegas Golden Knights take a 2-1 lead with a 5-4 victory in overtime. Once again, take care.